Come.
Tom, what was the title of that book you wanted me to get you?
Just a tick, Jerry. I'm just doing my income tax return.
You haven't got any income.
Exactly. Nope. Mind your own business. Nope. Not applicable. Nil. Signed, Tom Good.
What? It takes me a whole week to do mine.
That's because you're illiterate. Right, now what can I do for you?
I am doing something for you. What was the title of that library book you wanted me to pick up?
Ah, yes, the morphology, pathology, and gynecology of the domesticated pig.
Sounds like a good read.
Look, mate, I've got a very pregnant pig out in that garden, and when she starts popping, I want to know what to do.
I thought there were people called vets.
There are, but they present things called bills.
Hello, Jerry.
Morning, Barbara. We were just discussing the mother-to-be. I suppose you've been knitting little booties for the piglets.
How did you know that pigs had to have their feet kept warm in the first few days?
What?
Yes, many a true word spoken in jest. It is a fact, actually.
You're kidding.
No. Of course, it doesn't always have to be wool. In the olden days, they used to wrap their trotters in rabbit skins.
They? Really? I'm astonished.
You're gullible as well.
That's a cheap victory. Anything's a cheap victory before 9 o'clock in my book.
Well, you still get your best friend his book, won't you?
I might.
Thanks very much, Jerry. Now push off. We've got seeds to get in. Right, radishes, please.
Radishes?
And wallpaper paste.
What the earth are you doing?
We're mixing germinated seeds with wallpaper paste. No. They separate out quite naturally, you see. And you simply squeeze the mixture out into the drills.
With this?
Yeah. And you miss out a whole back-breaking process because no thinning out is needed. Efficiency is the name of the game.
You can come and watch us plant them if you like, Jerry.
London Bridge in the morning rush hour suddenly seems terribly attractive.
Happy carbon monoxide poisoning?
Thanks. Happy swine fever?
Yeah. Allah Akbar! Allah Akbar! Which way's Mecca, then?
Easterly, I suppose. Why?
Well, you and your prayer mat, you know.
Oh, I see, one of your jokes. Very good.
Come along, Tom. Stop annoying Margot.
Thank you, Barbara.
Right, 2 rows of radishes.
Yes, 2 rows of radishes.
Can I have first squirt?
No,
Why not?
because you're useless at it. I remember when you iced my birthday cake, happy birthday, it came out as Hoppy Bith Dog.
It was a good cake, though.
Yes, I know it was. I made it. Come along now.
Yeah, well, I suppose that's reasonably straight.
Jealous.
Did you cough, Margot?
Yes. I know I'm going to regret asking this, but what are you doing?
Icing the garden.
Asked Barbara. What are you doing, Barbara?
Planting radishes.
Thank you very much. I'll go back to my marigold.
No, Margot. Seriously, Margot, you see, we've worked out this wonderfully efficient way of planting seeds, that's all.
Are you sure you've got the right word?
Positive. Look, Margot, you may not have noticed it, but our whole lifestyle is geared to efficiency these days.
Nonsense. You don't even have a television set.
What's that got to do with efficiency?
Very well, transport. You haven't got any transport.
Don't have any... What do you call that? Junk. Let me tell you, Margot, that trolley will still be going when your flashy estate car is up for scrap.
Yes, right. Look at this. Look at this. Wonderful. Built to last, that is.
I won't crow, because it's not in my nature.
Not long now.
What?
Pinky, I think she's going to go into labour soon.
Really? Are you sure?
Well, all the signs are right according to the big Bible here. Anyway, she keeps rolling her eyes and going, oh, blimey.
Well, I'd roll my eyes and go, oh, blimey, if I was going to have 7 or 8 kids.
Yeah.
Hope there aren't any complications.
So do I. I've never been a midwife before. Where have you been, anyway?
Oh, nowhere in particular. I've just solved our transport problem, that's all.
Oh, have you?
How? Come and see. Ta-da!
Oh, my God.
What do you think, Tom? Eh, Tom? Hey, Tom, what do you think?
It's a horse.
It's like Quicksilver, your mind. Yes, of course, it's a horse.
We can't afford a horse.
But it's a gift. It's the actual gift horse, Tom, that you don't look in the mouth.
People do not go around giving away horses.
Oh, they do, because Mr. Betts, the coachman, offered him to me free.
Why?
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 Why? Well, because we just got talking, you know the way you do, and Mr. Betts has always been very, very interested in what we're trying to do, and Mr. Betts has also always been rather interested in my hips, so I did a bit of, leaning and things, and he said I could have the horse.
I see. And when you spend the weekend with him at his chateau in Littlehampton?
It's a bungalow, and we haven't fixed the date yet. No, the thing is, Tom, you see, that the horse is getting a bit long in the tooth anyway, and Mr. Betts is going to get a lorry for his cold run. Now, until I came along, with my hips, of course, he was going to retire the horse. But the thing is that he says it would be ideal for us. It would be light work, and he knows that we'd look after him properly, so there you are. Transport problem solved.
What about fuel?
Horses don't drink petrol.
I know that, but they eat hay, don't they? Lots of it.
Well, that's easy. Hay's common. I mean, it isn't as if you have to import bamboo shoots to keep a panda going, is it? I mean, I've seen hay in pet shops.
So have I, at 30 pence a handful. We're talking about half a ton of horse, not a hamster, and what about stabling?
Well, that's no problem. He can have his own room in the garage.
Oh, yeah, with his own little bed and his own little dressing table, presumably.
Now, there's no need to be silly.
I'm sorry to laugh. You're the one that's being silly. It's just not practical, is it?
Mr. Betts says Brian's got a lovely nature.
Oh, Brian. The horse's name is Brian.
Yes. Oh, come and have another look at him, Tom. He's lovely.
He might be lovely. He might be able to knit and do conjuring tricks, but he's just not a practical proposition, and that is a fact.
But I don't want him as a pet. I'm not an idiot. He'd be a working horse.
That is the point. There's not enough work for him to do to warrant his keep. I'm sorry, love. It's a nice idea, but it's just not efficient, is it? Is it?
Don't know.
Is it? Is it?
No.
Now, you know I'm right, don't you, love?
Yes, I do, so shut up.
Doorbell.
Well, it must be if you say it is. You're the one that's always right.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Margot.
Is Barbara in here?
Yes, she's there.
I see you brought the horse home, Barbara.
Yes.
In that case, surprise! Oh, it's too large. Never mind, we can always pad the rim with the Telegraph colour supplement or something.
What is it, a miner's helmet?
You know perfectly well what it is, Tom. It is my second best riding hat. Now, Barbara, I shall be proposing you, and Mrs. Dooms Patterson will be seconding you.
What for?
The Pony Club.
Margot, I've already told you it's a working horse.
I know, but after it's done all the silly things you want it for during the day, what could be nicer than an evening hack along the banks of the Thames with the Pony Club?
Almost anything, I should think.
Implying what, Tom?
Wow, what a mob. They look like the French heavy cavalry at Agincourt.
Thank you very much.
You never stop that lot with bows and arrows, I'll tell you.
Now, look,
Now,
Tom.
there's no point in going on, both of you. We aren't keeping the horse anyway.
Why ever not?
Well, because as Tom pointed out, it's
Stop
just not.
there, Barbara. I see the whole picture. You wanted the horse, but the man said no, and that's that. The head of the house forbade you, and that's that. The Victorian patriarch disapproved, and that's that. It's all too familiar.
Who are all these blokes?
You are.